Alright, so it's been a while since I've uploaded anything, so I thought I'd make a little quick video of what I've done to the GS. So I recently added one of my subwoofers. If you look in my previous videos, you'll notice I had two Type X12s on my LS430, but I ended up taking one out to put in the GS460 because I don't even drive the LS430 like that. So I figured I split up the amps. So so what I did up here in the battery, it's okay, you know, whatever. I have this Stinger fuse holder right here, Stinger distribution block, I guess you could call it, and some Stinger battery terminals, I believe, with the interstate battery. I think it's the MTP24. I really recommend these distribution blocks. Battery terminals. You're gonna need them for the positive for sure, because you're gonna need to split up the power from the alternator and the power from the amp. They go into two 4 gauges, and I turn to the 0, and I throw into my 0 gauge terminal, and then the factory 4 gauge, I believe. I don't know, this is a power, I don't know what it runs really, the accessories, I'm not sure. Sorry, my hands are all dirty, just got off work. So that's what I did up front. I ran the 4 gauge Stinger power, right? I had some leftovers, that's why it's all not matching, because I had leftover cables. So that's what I did up front. And then in the back, as you can see, I have my Type X12. I mounted it on top of the sub. You know, some people mount it wherever they want. I did that because it's not crazy loud, and I have the LC2i Pro as well. So highly recommend the LC2i Pro, not just the LC2i, but the Pro. Highly recommend that. It's a lifesaver. So basically how I set it up is the power and the positive and the negative that's coming from the factory amp that's down here, right? There's a cable from the factory amp that runs to the bottom, to the subwoofer, to the factory subwoofer. So I had to take off the back seat, lift up the top. This is all from the other side, right? And then I pulled the factory subwoofer out. That plug that goes into the factory subwoofer has 2 colors. I think one was pink, one was purple. I tapped into that. You can't see it, it's in the back over there, but I tapped into that positive and negative, and I ran that to the positive and negative to the LC2i Pro on the top right here. That's positive and that's negative, coming from the factory wires from the factory amp. So I have a positive and negative right here, and then from the subwoofer, I got the subwoofer running to the amp, if that makes sense. Also, the power and the ground that I have on the LC2i Pro, I jumped it from the amp, right? Probably not ideal, but that's what I did, and I had no problems. Kind of hard to see, I'm sorry. Can't pull it out more. There you go. So positive, negative. As you can see, I have a power going to the LC2i Pro and a negative going into the LC2i Pro, and then the remote from the LC2i Pro, I have nothing going in, only coming out into the amp, so that turns on. And the settings I have on the LC2i Pro is audio and ISO. I tried a GTO trigger mode, but that didn't work for me. I ended up doing this mode and it turned on. RCAs from the LC2i Pro to the Alpine PDX. Pretty simple. It's really not that hard, honestly. Once you figure out what's positive and what's negative from the factory wires that's going to the factory sub, then the rest kind of just pieces together. I like it. It bumps. It hits decent. I mean, nothing crazy. I don't want it to sound crazy loud because I have factory door speakers, and factory amp on the door speaker, so that's not going up anymore. So I don't want to be all muffled. But yeah, that's my setup. I would play a song, but I'm at the DMV right now. Just a quick video. If you guys have any questions, some more clarity, or whatever you guys want, you're confused about, let me know. I don't mind helping out. Monster the Animal, don't forget, on YouTube.